Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Another wonderful day in the Philippines. And what are we going to talk about today? Well, first thing I want to talk about, I'm one proud dad. Yesterday was Virgil's last day of school, and they give out the awards at that time, yesterday evening. I didn't go because of the heat. The way the school grounds are laid out, there's just no ventilation. And it was going to be in the classroom too, so I didn't go personally. Grace did. She can handle the heat much better than I can. Yeah. The good news is, my boy, excuse me, my boy is number 2 in the class. That's awesome. Just plain awesome. He has done well. He is tri-language. He can speak fluently in English and Visaya, and the national language of Tagalog. He's not fluent in it, but he can listen and understand it, and he's a little slow about speaking it because he has to think about it. But I think that'll change in time. But anyway, his average score was right at 94, which is pretty tough in these schools. You know, it's not a private school. It's pretty tough. And again, I'm one proud dad. Excuse me just for a moment, please. My allergies are acting up. They do that from time to time. And but I am. It's something. He a great accomplishment. He's very active in school, which is great. So that makes things good. It does make you feel good. Anyway, our next thing is I'd like to touch base on, as my last video you seen that I was out at the chicken coop. We're going to be building 2 more stalls for breeding purposes. And if things go well, I should have 4, maybe 5 breeding stalls. And what brought this all about, me and Grace, a few days ago, we're sitting here and we're talking, and she was concerned about the way things are going at the chicken coop. I said, well, if you and our helper will just listen to me, we can make some changes that will improve everything overall. And she's been watching some videos, which pretty well locked into what I've been wanting to do all along. And I said, first thing is, we're going to have to get these chickens separated so we can keep the breed consistent. I said, we got too much mixed breed. I said, overall, I've been wanting to, I can't seem to get it across. I want to separate and have our breeding pens with the correct chickens in it. One example is our Silky. She's sitting on eggs right now, and they should hatch about any day. I said, I wanted a Silky rooster in there. But no, they put the wrong rooster in. I kept telling them it's the wrong rooster. Nobody listened. Now, things are going to change. We'll have this batch would be mixed breed, but that's okay. We'll use them out in the main lot. And the hens be our egg layers that we'll consume and sell. And our breeding pens are going to be a separate thing altogether. We'll have the Rhode Island Reds paired up. Probably have 2 pens of those until I can get my black axolot up to date. That's another thing too. I wanted more of those anyway because they're great egg layers and they're a great meat chicken too. And they are a very good breed to work with. And I think I've got 2 hens, might be lucky and have 3 hens left in the black axolot, and 1 rooster, which you seen in the video the other day. He's the one with the touch of gold to him. So that's the goal on that end of it. And, then the silky, that'd give us 4 different breeds right off the bat. I've got a Plymouth Rock, but I don't have a matching hen. And I called him Jack because he just got 1 eye. One-eyed Jack. But I want to start spending more time out there. Be honest with you, I got disheartened because I couldn't get nobody to listen to me to what I wanted to happen. And they keep telling me we got to isolate this chicken, this, and this. So at that time, we built this box out back, which handled, I think, 8 chickens that we could quarantine. That still didn't correct the problem I wanted. But now with this addition, I think I finally got it across what we need to do. And if they'll listen to me, which I think they will now, we can get this straightened out in just a few months. We should start seeing a major difference in the way things will be operating. And we might actually, within the next year, get to a point to where we can at least balance out and have a goal of trying to turn a small profit. It'll take about 2 years for that, which I'm a year behind. But they're not experienced. I won't say anything negative. They're just not experienced in breeding chickens and keeping the breed consistent. They're used to having chickens. They just turn loose and just feed them whenever, and that's that. Now, the one thing I can say now, they're keeping, if you noticed in the video, they're keeping everything clean. All the droppings is constantly cleaned up, which they've been using around here for fertilizer, like I explained. And that part's been working out real well. And I ordered some more waters and feeders. I've got those coming, I think 4 and 4. Because I want to get this food up off the ground. I like to try to explain to them. I said, it's all and good to just give them a treat from time to time and throwing it on the ground. But their daily food that they eat, consume, we need to get it off the ground because what happens is they end up eating their own droppings, which is not good. I said, I tried to explain this before, and we went in and made those bamboo feeders and so forth, and they quit using them. So I've got some feeders that I can put on a drop line and hang them around the area, and I want to order more, hopefully next month, and get that in order. So you'll probably end up seeing more videos of Grace and I out at the coop and overseeing things the way it is now. I got eggs. We're going to do this batch of eggs that we got going right now. Some of them will be true breed and some won't. There'll be a lot of mixed breed there, which is okay. I turn those mixed breed into just layers, and we use the eggs, and when the time comes, we'll butcher. And of course, all the roosters will end up being butchered and as they get mature now. It's not a loss. It's just different from what I wanted. Now, the reason I want to try to get the breed straightened out and keep it more true, they sell for more money as chicks, which will help with the food. That's what I try to get across them. I said, when you don't have a true breed, they're not going to pay premium price. Rach come across with this here in the past a few times she sold some chicks. They're requesting a full-blooded Rhode Island Red, and so we got our Rhode Island Red roosters down to I think 3 adults, that's okay. I need to thin them out, and I think I've only got 1 black axolot. That's purebred. Then I got a silky black rooster, black rooster, which that he should have been in there with that white silky. Now, I noticed that we have a golden, blonde-looking colored silky chick that's about 4 months old. So when she gets old enough, I'll have her bred in there too. So that's where we'll be on that. This has been a long, drawn-out process of getting people educated and getting things the way I have visioned it. Now, we got another lot that we will expand to for the same purpose. It's adjoining to that on the back side of it. So it's not hardly as big as that lot, but it will serve a good purpose. I'll probably later this summer, probably about July, August, build a couple of holding pens there and a roost, and try to make it into an area where we can expand, keep them overpopulating one area. Now, once I do that, we should see a pretty good change in revenue coming in. Now, we could sell every egg that's laid once they start laying enough eggs to sell. That's not going to be an issue. And once that happens, we can pretty well, it can be self-supporting. That way, when we sell chicks and layers, so we can sell a few layers too once they come of age. That would probably start making a profit. So we'll let our eggs break even to buy the food. But that's some time off yet. I got quite a bit of time that's going to have to lapse to get layers old enough to lay. And I apologize I have to wipe my nose, but it's one of those mornings when I got my allergies driving me up a wall. That happens. But overall, things are looking up, and things are doing. It's going to be okay. Should start the construction today, hopefully, on the breeding pens. It shouldn't take more than a couple of days or 3 to actually build those. Could do it faster, but it's so hot. I'm not going to ask anybody to work out in the sun. So it's brutal, and I wouldn't do nobody that way. I'm not a slave driver, And I might end up being a little short on material because I didn't have some in stock, but that's okay. I'll pick up later on it and make it And I had another idea. I explained to them what I wanted to do for us the egg baskets go for them laying. The ones we got, they're okay, but they deteriorate and need replacement. And I've shown them a solution to that. And about the same cost overall. So that's where we'll be on that. I'm going to build them boxes with a screen on the bottom, so from time to time we can take the bedding out, clean them, and replace with fresh bedding, which I would prefer. Those baskets, you can't get them clean the way I would want to. And that's another thing too. In order to keep your chickens healthy, you got to keep the area clean. And I want to focus on them using the disinfectant in the roosting areas and so forth. I've got the sprayer, and all you need is about a quarter cup of chlorine or bleach, whatever, mixed with 2 gallons of water, and just spray it 2 or 3 times a week. That helps keep the bacteria down and also keep your chickens healthy. And the good thing about chlorine, it evaporates. There's no real danger by that. It's not something that's going to injure your livestock. So when they clean up all the droppings, they can spray the area. It's not a big deal. Anyway, that's where I'm at the moment. And I know this has been a journey. And it's not turned out the way most people think it should. But now I want to get hands-on and get in depth on it and see if I can make a difference. This past year, like I said in the past, it's been an education, getting my help and Grace educated to what we need to do to make things work. The good thing about the news is we're not losing as many chickens at dying for no reason. I did get a dewormer. Finally got Grace to get it for me. They don't have worms. They don't have worms. I try to explain that there's a difference between colds and worms. Because when the chicken is hard breathing and they stretch their neck out, that's a sign of parasites. I said, now if they're breathing through their mouth, they're just cooling down. I said, now when they got the parasite, not only will they stretch their neck out, you see they'll have watery eyes and runny noses. Now if they got a runny nose and coughing, that's a different problem, which can be treated also. I said, no, you want to learn to pay attention to what's going on with the chickens and their health. I said, we can do this if you pay attention and not thinking this old American dumb. Now, I've not experienced this in my childhood. My younger years, we raised chickens and never had any issues. Nothing compared to what I've done here. But I'm in a different climate, different environment here, and there's different things that arise. So, with a little luck, I can get things turned around, and things should start getting better here within the next 90 days. We should start seeing an improvement in their health and everything else. That's my goal. So, folks, if you don't mind, take care and be happy. So, until next time, I'll see you then.